You know what I found about the show that was really working, and we'll go back sort of to talk a bit more about the plot and the characters and whatnot. But I thought that what I was really surprised was how good the writing was and how good the acting was with the writing. And I'm talking about character moments mostly, but
Yeah, well, I
also
think that,
the
and
story.
I know this has a different, this is different writing team than we've seen on other shows. Like they're not just porting people over from from Discovery, because that's what I found. Discovery was the writing was so clunky, and yeah, I found. I mean, not to interrupt you, sorry, but yeah, I found that the writing on this was a lot more natural.
Yeah,
Well written than I've seen.
right, and and there's a couple examples, but like I think especially they kind of really ruin these shows with the trailers because the trailers made the show look
The trailers
horrible.
are always garbage. Yeah,
Yeah, and and there were all these characters like the emotional Klingon that I thought I was gonna hate, and I liked him a lot, and because he was 3 dimensional, he was interesting, and there wasn't a whole lot of it, but he was interesting, and I think in the two characters that have been potentially the most irritating to watch would have been Caleb and I forget her name, but the hologram girl.
oh Sam.
Sam.
Yeah, and the hologram girl, like she's really good. Like, and it's not just the acting; it's the way it's written. She's so earnest, but not like she's kind of supposed to be like the sort of Tilly character in this. But for me, Tilly just really felt flat, and it was just kind of like, why are you just being so annoying? As opposed to this character, just seems like really earnest and trying her best, and there's all these little moments, like there's the moment where they resuscitate uh, Cadet Master, and then she's like alive, and she punches the Klingon. He goes flying across the room, and then she's like, I don't need a thanks. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, there was actually like legit like funny moments in this that didn't feel like shoehorned or forced, and it's like and like when Captain Ake takes the command for the first time. I know Holly Hunter's only like what 5'2", and and she sits in the command chair and she's got like lower it all. There's like a few seconds where he's like lowering it. Like no, gotta lower it some more. It's like, and I was like, I actually legit laughed because I'm like, that's it's just such a small thing, but it's very funny.
but
So
but
and
sorry,
then
but
the scene where they're getting the I think what's her name, Lara Thok, the Jim Hadar XO. But yeah, when she was like, it's like, I don't want your cheerfulness to be the last thing I deal with before death. That's like, oh, that was great. Yeah.
yeah, and I feel like whereas with Discovery, it felt like everything was written by committee, and it felt ultra processed, so everything felt flat and generic and not interesting or not funny, and this felt like somebody's singular voice, like somebody's own sense of humor, and there's only one person credited with the writing, and I forget her name right now. It's like Gaia something.
Yeah,
Gaia Viola or
she's the
something.
one that created the show too. So
Exactly. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And so I looked her up because I was like, the writing's really good. Who is this person? And she's only been working as a writer since 2019. But it sounds like she really has her voice. It feels like she wrote the script and they kind of left her alone. And all this little humor. I think that's why the humor feels fresh because it's just just having written a little bit for TV. I know it's like when you allow what's coming out naturally to exist without processing and second guessing it, it's probably going to resonate and feel fresh and interesting to the viewer as opposed to like this writing by committee essentially.
I think also Tanya Newsom was part of the writing team, so she was
Yeah, I
like
think
punching up the
she might be.
scripts. And
Yeah, I think she is
yeah,
punching at the script
my
a bit.
guess is that
Yeah.
she's probably added like a bunch of the funny in the show because I agree. I think it was really funny and it felt natural. There was a lot of moments in there that I was like, oh, that was really really good and really interesting.